Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Adam Bergman's Money Makers. Last week, I was asked by one of my Patreon members to make a video showing how I can gift cryptocurrency to a child. I have a baby boy. He turned 6 months just last week. It's my privilege and my honor to invest for their financial future. With that said, I started investing into cryptocurrency, and I kind of shared my portfolio with my subscribers on my other channel, The Adam Bergman Show, which now concentrates on cryptocurrency. This channel is more about traditional finance. And then I was asked, hey, Adam, can you please make a video showing how you invest in traditional finance, for example, stocks? How do you open up an account in stocks? Okay. In the last video, I showed you that you can invest in cryptocurrency several different ways, and there's no actual traditional way to open up a brokerage account when it comes to cryptocurrency. There is a company called Early Bird that is working with Gemini Exchange, which is one of the largest exchanges and one of the few exchanges that's actually in New York City. They're not open yet, but I assume that in the next 6 months, you will have the ability to do that for cryptocurrency. They are taking pre-registration now, and they're actually giving you a $75 bonus. Definitely check them out, Early Bird. And if you guys want to request actual videos, I give all of my Patreon members one video that they can request a month, and the higher tiers can request more, of course. So if you want to request specific videos, please join my Patreon down below, or please consider it, and thank you for the support. Right now, I want to actually walk you through how to open up an account. I will be using TD Ameritrade and actually walk you through opening up an actual account. My month's 6-month birthday, and we collected almost $4,000. Now with that $4,000, I was going to invest it into something. I already have a nice amount in the crypto portfolio, and I said I want to diversify and invest into the stock portfolio. When you're investing for your child, before I go any further, my opinion, not financial advice, nothing I say is financial advice, definitely seek a financial planner or a financial advisor. Not me. I'm just an entertainer and educator at best. But in my personal opinion, for at least myself and my own plays, it's not about how much money you could make, it's about making sure that you don't lose the money for your child. As opposed to when you're investing for yourself, most people are very aggressive and they're offensively investing as opposed to defensively investing. Well, with defensive investing, I wanted to diversify and invest into some stocks, especially right now since the stock market got absolutely hammered and is just starting to make a comeback. There's some fantastic deals. And remember, when you're investing for your child, you're investing for a long term, a decade or more, depending on what state you are and depending on what point of their age or what point of their life are you investing for them. So don't think about that one big hit over 1 year. Think about a nice, steady return of money over the next 3, 5, 10, 15, 18, 20 years. Now, I will be using TD Ameritrade, but you can do this literally with any single brokerage you guys would like. When you log into your account or anybody's account, or if this is your first time, all you got to do is click on Client Services right here. When you click on Client Services, I need you to click Open Account. If you don't have a TD account yet, all you do is log into the TD Ameritrade homepage, and now you can change this for any brokerage that you'd like. You can do this on Robinhood. I'm sure Webull has this. A lot of different brokerages have this. I prefer TD. On the right-hand side, just click Open Account. When you click Open Account, they're going to ask you which accounts do you want to open. All you guys got to do is click this one right here, which is a UTMA/UGMA account. And that stands for the Uniform Transfers to Minors Act, UTMA/Uniform Gifts to Minor Act, UGMA. It says sometimes used to save for a child's education, this account allows beneficiaries to use the assets as they wish when they reach the designated age. A custodial account set up by an adult, the custodian, which is you or I, on behalf of a minor, all assets transferred to the beneficiary at the age of termination, 18 to 25 years old, depending on what state. When you go to the next page, it's going to ask you to put in your state, and then it's going to tell you the actual age. In New York, it's 21 years old. There are no limits for annual contributions. Withdrawals must be for the minor's benefits. Not tax deferred. Taxes are based on the minor's tax rate. The custodian can be an adult. The minor must be a U.S. citizen or permanent resident. There are taxes. Before I go any further, I wanted to let you know I have a partnership with 1-800-ACCOUNTANT. I'm going to leave a link down below. I will make you a full video on 1-800-ACCOUNTANT for this channel. If you have any accounting questions or accounting needs, definitely 100% contact 1-800-ACCOUNTANT. They do year-long accounting. They do taxes. They do tax season accounting. They do corporate accounting, personal accounting, bookkeeping. They open up LLCs, trusts, so on and so forth. They're licensed in all 50 states. Instead of listening to some schmuck YouTuber, why don't you contact a licensed professional at 1-800-ACCOUNTANT who can definitely answer your questions. But before we go any further, I'm going to try to give you some background about taxes. You see, there's something called a kiddie tax. So if you make on trading, right? If you're actually trading the account, if you're not trading the account, don't worry about this. But if you trade the account, let's say you bought something for $1,000, it became $1,500, you sold it, you made $500, there's no taxes. Up until $1,100, there's no taxes. From $1,101, I believe, all the way to $2,100. Don't quote me on that, but right around there, there's something called a kiddie tax, where it goes on the child's tax bracket. If some childs are like movie stars or something like that, right? So they actually make income. Most childs don't. So up to the $2,100 or so, if the child makes no income, there's going to be no taxes. Once it goes past $2,100, I believe $2,101, then you get taxed on your parents' tax bracket. Guys, again, 1-800-ACCOUNTANT. They definitely got your back. Click on the link down below. Now I'm going to say open up an UTA UGMA account. Now it's going to say name, state of establishment. You can click your state. I'm in New York. And as you can see, it tells you 21. Let's say you change it to District of Columbia, it becomes 18. You see, so every single state has a different year that you can actually get this money to your child. So let's go back to New York. Now you're going to put in all of your information. This is your information. What's your name? Once you put in your information, put in the minor's information. This is the child that you're actually going to be opening up the account for. Put in all of their information. Once you put in the information, just say, I have read the TD American privacy statement. Make sure to read it. Don't take my word for it, but I'm assuming that you did. Click on this, and then you're going to say continue to personal information. When you do this, it's going to ask you a lot of information, the date of birth, social security, things like that. Put that in on your own and click next. All right, I just filled out my personal information above. I'm trying not to share my screen as much, so I don't want you to actually see my personal information. After you put in your personal information, it's going to ask you to put in your child's information. Fill this in. When you put everything in, it's going to take you to a review page. Review all the information. Make sure that everything is correct. Now it's going to say, once you filled everything in and you press that it's correct, it's going to say, now it's time to see the fine print. And then you can click on all of these things, which you definitely should. And these are all the documents: client relationship summary, client agreement, account handbook, business continuity plan statement, TD Ameritrade privacy statement, so on and so forth. You got to accept it. Then they're going to say IRS forms, W-9 certificates, that you're going to press agree. And then over here, you got to click I, Mr. Adam Bergman, certified that the accuracy of the IRS and W-9 statement above. Yes. Client agreement. Yes. Make sure to read all of this. Make sure to read the fine print. It's good for me, but doesn't mean it's good for you. Definitely read through everything. I'm not a financial advisor. Click next. It's going to load. It's now going to ask you to make a user ID for that account. Very, very simple. Do whatever you'd like. Okay, and there you go. Your account is open. It's very, very simple. I went through the entire process. Then all you got to do is press continue to funding. When you continue to funding, it's going to ask you, how would you like to fund it? Express funding as little as 30 minutes. Transfer from a savings or checking account to at no additional cost. So the way I'm going to do it is, I'm going to deposit the money he got as gifts. I'm going to put it into his savings account, which you can open up at any bank. I explained this the other video that I did about the cryptocurrency. All you need is a birth certificate, a social security. It literally takes like 20 minutes. Every single bank is different. It's super easy, and it's a free account. Or you could do a check, or you could do account transfer from another brokerage, or you can do a wire. I'm literally going to do fund from another account. I'm going to deposit that money. Today is Sunday, but I'm going to deposit it tomorrow on Monday. I'm going to fund it, and I'm going to start buying stocks under this account. But let's say I want to press continue. It would ask you, where are you sending it from, checking or savings? And then you would say how much. And then all you got to do is put in your routing number, your account number, so on and so forth, and press continue. It's just that simple. Once you do that, I want you to actually log into your child's account. When you log into the account, they're always going to ask you for verification. I have a cell phone verification. You can do an email verification as well, I believe. It's very good to have a verification. Click continue. You're in your account. Press continue. It's going to ask you how you want to fund it. Save and finish later. save and go to my account. And I just wanted to show you how the account's going to look like. This is now the official account. That's it. And if you want to buy a stock, all you got to do is press trade. Then you're going to have to say order status. And then you could put in whatever you'd like. Let's say I want to try trade Palantir. I could always put what I want to do over there. And then I can always press buy. When you press buy, it's going to click this little screen right here on the bottom. And then you can put in whatever you'd like to buy. Now, guys, it's very, very important. I have a portfolio sharing account that I'm doing on Patreon. I'm depositing $10,000 of my own money, and I'm going to have an M1 brokerage account where I'm going to share with my Patreon members whatever I buy and sell for that public account. I know that's something cool to do as a YouTuber, and I wanted to do it for quite a while. Let's see how I do on that account. If you want me to share my child's account, whatever I'm buying and selling for my child, I'm probably also going to be doing that on my Patreon account because I want to try to give added value to my Patreon members. Please consider joining Patreon. You don't have to. I am doing videos, but if you want to request videos, then definitely consider joining the Patreon. I have 4 tiers, $2, $5, and $15. If you want more in-depth information and more entertainment than you guys are getting right now. Thank you so much, and definitely don't forget to click like, share, and subscribe if you like this type of content. I don't think too many people are doing this specific type of content. Have a great day.